Hey, it's Joe from VCAM TV Studios, and we're back with another Saturday morning preview special. This time, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore take over a school. Alvin becomes principal, and hijinks ensue. Also, we get a bunch of shows promoted to us. And since it's a preview special, nobody wanted to spend the time to actually animate the Chipmunks. That's going to leave us with costumes that probably rival the Ninja Turtle ones in the Blue Line special.
Okay, guys, it's right over here. All right, now, according to this map, the RTD Central Control Facility is 2 miles from here.
You know those cheap Party City looking ones that the Turtles wore when they were trying to promote the Metro? Yeah, it's about on that level. So Alvin and the Bros are just going to be humans in very poorly made costumes.
It'll be cheap.
We're only getting the Chipmunks, though. No chip ads. Speaking of chip ads, how come they're always getting matched up with Alvin, Simon, and Theodore? Is it because they're the only 6 in existence, so each one has to procreate with their similar match?
The person you're meant to be with till the end of time eternal. Aww. Could it be Brittany? What? Impossible, Simon.
Yes, I've seen the meme.
It's all over the net.
And the answer's Brittany. I mean, I don't have an answer.
Oh, he is going to make her work for it. Yep.
Letting Alvin flirt with a human woman? It's cruel.
Hi, boys. Is that nanny job still open?
Yes, it is. Would you go with me? Oh, please say yes.
Yes! Yes!
Because what's the end game? Either it's the grossest result possible,
I'm gonna get backstage and blow one of those chipmunks!
or he's rejected and realizes that he only has Brittany, Jeanette, or Eleanor to pick from. Let's face it, Dave Seville already has prearranged marriages in mind.
Really?
I believe that the existence of chipettes is why we now face a furry problem. And Alvin needs to take over this school. The principal they have now, he's evil. How evil? He actually wants the kids to follow the rules of the school.
No rules and regulations that must be enforced.
Actually doing his assigned job. What's wrong with that guy? And you know he's evil, because no good guy laughs like this. So we cut back into the school, where we see the secretary rocking the biggest pair of headphones I've ever seen, listening to Alvin and the Chipmunks. Not doing any real work.
Yes, Mr. McMaster, sir?
But we've all been there, right? Wiggle it, just a little bit. Wiggle it, just a little bit. So the story starts off at JFK High School, and Alvin has a plan to get rid of the old principal and become the principal himself.
We'll be sending over a replacement for a while. Give the place a whole new look.
Well, becoming principal wasn't so much Alvin's plan, as it more was these manipulative kids who convinced Alvin that he'd be a better principal.
Alvin.
I wouldn't trust this little girl.
Alvin.
You can just tell she's sneaky.
Alvin, you're incredible. I am, aren't I?
This sneaky little girl realizes that she can manipulate Alvin by playing on his love of power. Well, to get that power, Alvin needs to become principal.
Save the school, tomorrow the country.
Become president, just like Reagan.
Well, Ronald Reagan was in movies, and he's the president today.
Ronnie was a governor before he became Mr. Big.
Who knew that Alvin was so well-versed in Ronald Reagan's political history? Or that he knew Reagan well enough to call him Ronnie? He's already off to a good start. Him and his brothers also just say no.
Chemistry experiment, or this is a serious no-no. Marijuana, an unlawful substance used to experience artificial highs.
And what kind of power does this principal have? Well, he does go full-on Big Brother.
And there isn't one single classroom in the whole school that I can't keep an eye on at all time. I love being the boss.
Mr. McMasters is the meanest man ever.
Alvin succeeds in getting the principal to leave the school. Though I wouldn't quite say he was stealth in his approach.
You sound a little different today. Like a chipmunk.
So even though McMasters clearly knows that this wasn't a real order from his boss, he doesn't question Alvin taking over his job.
I'm your replacement.
You what?
He said he's your new...
I heard what he said.
Better not tell that to your boss.
And I thought this guy wasn't afraid of his boss.
Who, Hetherington? That pussy chipmunk?
You know, I'm starting to think McMasters might be not as smart as he says he is.
I've been replaced by a chipmunk.
Alvin's gonna turn this school upside down!
Yeah! We're never gonna learn anything ever again! And even though the brothers know that Alvin always gets them into trouble, they go along with this plan.
What's Alvin up to now? We need to rehearse. If I know Alvin, we better get in there fast.
So the next time somebody says that Simon is an innocent one, he's not. He doesn't fight too hard to not go along with Alvin's scheme.
Well,
He just doesn't want to take any blame when it goes wrong.
we're in debt. Just a minor setback. I'll think of something.
But he'll enjoy the spoils of victory if Alvin's able to pull it off.
I'm getting out of here.
Love your hair. It's a fashion risk, but it works. For you.
Okay, Alvin, you're getting a little, you know.
From now on, you'll be teaching important stuff. The things it really wants to know about.
The NBC Saturday morning lineup.
Like the Saturday morning preview that the Saved by the Bell gang hosted, you get yourself an Alvin and the Chipmunks highlight package. You know, for a while, this was always the first song that would play whenever I put my iPod into shuffle mode. And it was being sang by Mean Gene.
Isn't he terrific?
So to take over a school, all Alvin had to do was hijack the computer. So is Alvin a secret genius who knows how to computer hack? Or is Simon, you know, more involved than he says he is? Sorry, Simon. I'm not buying you being as innocent as you say you are.
Chipmunk thinks he can bluff me. I'll show him.
And Alvin leaving his name on this fake company? Well, that's just a red herring. Nobody would be that stupid. And curiosity almost kills the cat.
Alvin really is taking over the school. We'll see.
What happens in 3010?
Jamie Jones wins the laser tag championship.
Well, here's an interesting show. Laser Tag Academy. Is that a real accredited college?
I'm Jamie Jaron, and 3010 is the year I win the Laser Tag Championship.
I didn't know anything about this show. And then I look it up on Wikipedia, and in the 80s there were 2 cartoons based around laser tag.
The light shines.
So when those previews are done, we cut back to Alvin and the Chipmunks cooking meth, or something, I don't know, maybe they're in home ec. Alvin's bong hit only brings up visions of the Gummy Bears' new season.
Is this great or what?
And Alvin as principal is winning over these kids.
School's never been more fun.
He's turned the library into some place that probably is haunted into an arcade.
Video game. The library. Yeah.
That the only haunting could be done from a Polybius machine.
Whether you think Polybius is real or not.
TV star Mark Price shows up as a member of the press.
My name is Mark Price. I'm a cub reporter for the Sunnyside Sentinel.
Luckily for Alvin, he doesn't have to run for president as a Democrat or a Republican. Thanks to this reporter, Alvin's gonna have his own party.
The Republicans have an elephant, the Democrats have a donkey, and the kids have a chipmunk.
And thank God, I was hoping that one of these Saturday morning specials would bring up a deep discussion of our political system. That gets interrupted by a preview for Kid Video.
Kid Video? Now that's really new.
What is Kid Video? Well, Kid Video is part sitcom, part music video, with a lead singer that sounds like George Michael.
Oh, please don't leave me all by myself.
Doing Where Did Our Love Go by the Supremes.
Oh, deep inside me, and it hurts so bad.
And I'd be lying to you if I didn't admit that that's already been downloaded and put on my iPod.
They have some.
Alvin doesn't really want any more musical competition, so he immediately shuts down Kid Video.
The music business, you gotta keep a leg up on the competition.
Simon and Theodore realize that nobody wants to go see the Chipmunks. They want Alvin and the Chipmunks.
They're just so terrible.
Without him in our music group, we're ruined.
You know, I wonder what is the effect that the Chipmunks have on women? They love these little guys.
Hey ladies, how's it going?
Hi, Alvin. Hi.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
No,
they
Mr. Seville,
love
I've
these
always
guys.
dreamt of being a torch singer. Feelings, nothing more than feelings, trying to forget.
Forget the feelings, babe.
Feelings indeed.
Feeling like I'll never have you again in my life.
I'm trying to help Punky with her studies.
Try again, Punky. Incorrect calculation.
Holy crap, it took me until now to realize that little girl's Punky Brewster.
I give up. Math's just too darn hard.
Punky, if you think math is hard, you're never going to be invited to talk about why women should get involved in STEM. Well, at least you got a cartoon. What are you doing? Are you on a cable tower? Are you trying to steal cable?
Preview ends soon. To order, call 1-888-591-1997.
I did a special all about that. You should probably watch it. Why would you go through the effort of stealing it when you could get a 1-month free preview on Cable Month? We can't talk NBC cartoons without mentioning the Smurfs.
There's lots of Smurfy excitement in store.
Okay, isn't Smurf just a filler word for any verb or adjective?
There's lots of Smurfy excitement.
Because if I'm correct, he just told me that this show's gonna have a lot of excitement. And if that's the kind of hard sell that they're putting in for the Smurfs, no wonder even the no-fun principal wants to watch it.
Holy cow, I'd like to see how that thing ends.
Well, we're back to the school of blurred lines, where this kid thinks his teacher likes him.
What'd she say? I think she likes them. What's this? I don't know.
Well, easy. That's the place Shrek wants you to stay out of.
What are you doing in my swamp?
And another preview for a show called Kissy Fur.
That's my dad. And these are some of our friends. Oh, Lenny.
Oh, freaking Lenny.
Oh, and me, Kissy Fur. Don't miss us.
And while kids of the 80s probably know Kissy Fur pretty well, I only know the name from the Howard Stern show, based around some exploits online that J.D. Harmeyer had. Look it up on Google. So here comes, I don't know, Ricky Morton with an eye patch, posing as Dr. Hellington.
I'll have my job back before the day is out.
And he arrives at the principal's office, trying to trick Alvin into giving Mad Dog his job back as principal.
Figures up, Chipmunk. I want McMasters at the helm immediately.
But unfortunately, his plan backfires. The real Dr. Hellington is on the phone.
Dr. Hetherington? But that's impossible. You're standing right here.
Failing to best Alvin, Mad Dog walks away in defeat.
I've been outfoxed by a chipmunk. The school is yours. All yours.
Alvin's all like, I never wanted to hurt his feelings.
I never meant to hurt his feelings.
Well, you may never have wanted to hurt his feelings, but you didn't seem to have a problem with electrocuting him. Gym class is being taught by the guy from Night Court.
There is no doghouse on the official Berlinger course.
Oh, the dog from Foofer, I think, is the next cartoon being talked about.
Hey.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that. Cosby might sue. And I guess Alvin needed to get his fitness in.
Let's try it.
What is Alvin wearing? That looks like workout gear from the 80s that, like, a mom would wear.
Oh my god.
Is Alvin trying to firm those cheeks up? And hey, the real principal's back.
Oh, what the heck?
And he's not even mad that the chipmunks and those little kids fooled him. He doesn't hold a grudge that they were going to electrocute him. No, he's learned his lesson. It's all about fun.
You know, he even said if he got his old job back, he'd get rid of the control station.
You're the ones who begged for this.
You know, maybe he isn't such a bad guy after all.
Proving that you should never listen to kids. They're terrible. They're annoying little snakes who only want their own way. So Simon and Theodore have to pretend to be pitiful so that the kids will guilt Alvin enough that he wants to rejoin the group. And Alvin realizes,
You can't run a school and be in a famous singing group at the same time. Wait, I'm already a rock star. Why do I want to be principal? That's a lot of work.
so the kids are like, yeah, Alvin, go back to your band.
Look, we had a great time today. Yeah, but we already had a principal.
And Alvin's like, wait, so you don't want me principal anymore?
You're right, kids. I know it's a big disappointment, but McMasters needs his job.
And Alvin isn't mean enough to let Mad Dog become homeless. The only cartoon character who's that cruel is Jimmy Neutron. He'd not only let that principal become homeless, he'd probably come around and taunt the guy too.
I can always go into politics later.
And you gotta love these Saturday morning specials. Think about it. You're a kid. You have no idea what show's coming back and which ones you're never gonna see a new episode of. So you wake up on a day like this.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
You get hype. You sit on the couch. And you know what? You try some of these new shows out. Have yourself a little breakfast, and you become your own little Rotten Tomatoes critic. Who's gonna get continued viewership, and who's gonna be banned from your TV forever?
Buzzkill.
At least I think that's what this special was all about. Or this was just a glorified commercial, and I only watched because the Chipmunks were attached, even though I was being sold a bunch of other shows that I had no interest in watching. But no TV executive would ever program that. Those are honest people. Little known fact about this Saturday morning special was after shooting, Bull and Theodore got into a heated argument. And unfortunately for all of us, Theodore was killed.
I'm in deep doggy do, aren't I?
So before you hit that bell for notifications, subscribe, and put a like down there, just remember our boy Theodore.
My biggest accomplishment was not pooping myself.
A truly special rodent who represented all of us. You're forever in our hearts, Theodore.